It's also interesting. So this stretch is just going to get nicer and nicer. These look like they may be dead, but this is mostly to block your view of the train track, but they do it with these flowers that bloom. And come spring, it'll be a big old wall of flowers, maybe even sooner. Let's see. Well, they're starting up. It's funny to see something that I have planted in my backyard, and I don't know if it's struggling, but it is not thriving, and then you see these where they are seemingly stuck out of nowhere. Although again, being California, you see they've planted them in equal distance from each other. And I'm pretty sure the ones that are green, it's because they've got some kind of irrigation thing. They have a system using, is it gray water? Probably not, but there are always signs up saying don't drink this. But they water the plants with a lot of not completely processed water. They are pretty. They're like big colorful honeysuckles. And now a different color. And another different color. So this is not the Sprinter line. I guess freight trains come down here. This bridge, curved bridge up ahead, is the Sprinter line. It's on an elevated track. I'm sure that cost a fortune, so it must have been the only way they could do it. But I believe the Palomar College or San Diego State, San Marcos line is elevated like that. We're passing under the Sprinter track. This looks like steps. Yeah, I can't give this bike trail an A. It has too many stops. There's a stretch there where it's really just a sidewalk with a bike lane on it, but different parts of it are different, and that's a hallmark of a good bike path. The longest and I don't know if it's most impressive, but the biggest, longest bike trails are all along those big rivers up in Orange County. You know, they're 35, 40, even more. The San Gabriel, from the coast to where it terminates, that may be between 50 and 60 miles. But they tend to be a little monotonous. I like it when different parts are different. Plus all these trains. We're going to parallel the train track for 45 minutes and the train runs every 30 minutes. You're kind of guaranteed to see one or two. Plus this is good timing. The gates are coming down. We're since we're paralleling the track, the gates coming down is always good for us. On your left. Yeah, I just decided to drive up to the Vista Civic Center station where I usually end these rides. It's a 20-minute drive. And you know, I maybe burn a gallon of gas, so even at $4.25 a gallon, it's still cheaper than paying $2.50 twice. And it's 20 minutes to the station and on the bike, and then wait for the train, and then a half hour for the train. Plus, to reassure me I'm making the right choice, not taking the Sprinter, they played that recording warning bicyclists that they may not be able to get on the train. I love how that was their solution for not having enough space for bicyclists. It's just warn us it may suck. Sorry. Well, I'm glad that moment of confusion could amuse us both instead of making somebody mad. You never know. I didn't move here to get mad, and apparently he didn't either, so. Oh, these are parked cars. I was like, man, this is a lot of traffic. This is the yard where they keep all the sprinter trains. Apparently these are special trains that are different from all the other ones in the system. I assume the track is standard, but I read somewhere about some kind of special modifications they had to make at the stations. I think the platform extends out a little bit. I will say one nice thing about them is it's usually a flat. There's no step up or step down getting on or off the train from the platform. I'm quite the chatty Cathy today. I predict I'll be sorry later when I'm having to insert the music. Although, surely there was a moment somewhere where I shut up. We can squeeze it in. Whoa. It's the Escondido station. Apropos of nothing today. They don't really name this part of the trail, although they may still call it the Inland Rail Trail, which it's inland, but there's no more rail. We are going along the Escondido Creek, but for whatever reason, they don't bestow that honorific onto the trail until later, after you get through downtown, I think. We will not be doing that. Figure I'd take this down to the end. I think that's going to get us up to 12 miles each way. That's plenty. I brought my spare battery because especially with all those hills, after the trail ends. Up. See the big drive-through line at In-N-Out. If there aren't 20 cars in the drive-through at In-N-Out, you gotta worry that the business isn't doing so well. I bet their per store sales are pretty impressive. Thank you.
Yep.
that just a crow? They are so big around here. At first I assumed a big crow was a raven, but I looked it up. It has something to do with the tail or something, but